What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here kicking. I had to take a hiatus, get some things straight, but I'm back with another incredible word, the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Before I just get into this word, I just want to give a word of prayer and let the Spirit of the Lord talk through me rather than myself. So, with that being said, in the mighty name, Lord, I hope that this video just blesses the eyes of people that need to see this and the ears of people that need to listen to this. Help this video to be guided to the people that need to encounter this the most. I pray for the protection of every individual who my voice encounters. Let no evil befall them, and let their hearts be receptive and their minds be alert. Let them gain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding along with intelligence and clarity in the mighty name of Jesus. Now, these past weeks, you might have been dealing with new opportunities, new projects, meeting new people. And if you haven't, get ready to start encountering different people in different environments. This is what God has been building you up for, so that when you walk into these places, you can bring the light of Christ with you. There's a lot of things that are coming up with the new season on approach. Spring is when everything comes back to life. It's when those dead opportunities come back around. It's when new opportunities sprout. And it's when the old you dies and the new you emerges. And whatever seeds that you've been sowing throughout the year, this is when you start to see the fruition of what you've been doing. With that being said, it's imperative that you keep the plans that you set forth for yourself, that you have in motion right now. It's imperative that you don't talk too much on them, so that you don't dumb down the display when it's finally time to present them. You don't want to speak of things in the works prematurely, because then that leaves room for the fowls of the air to pick at the things that you're trying to set up in your field to grow. Now, a lot of y'all might be excited. A lot of y'all might be looking at the aftermath of what it took to get to this point, the sacrifices that it took, and the longevity of the journey, and how long that this actually took. A lot of you might be thinking about these things, and it's okay to look on the past, but it's never okay to stay there. The only time you should be looking at the past is to gain new perspective, new insight on how you should move forward. We should never ruminate on the past. There's always room for a recreation. There's always room for new improvement. There's always room for do-overs. There's always room for another go. So don't ruminate on the past of what had happened. You'll always get another chance. Just believe in the mighty Lord. He's the one who restores. A lot of y'all might be dealing with things of just having a whole lot on your plate and not knowing what to choose. Going from having no options, some of y'all, to just having options of even things to eat, places to go, shows to watch, things to do. Before you had no options. Now you could choose what you want to do. And it might be a little bit overwhelming for some of y'all. Some of y'all have came from always having choices. Some of y'all have came from not really having that. But one thing that you got to do is ask God for help with your decision making. Leaning on your own understanding of things is never the best choice, especially when you're in new terrains, new territories, dealing with new opportunities and new people. You've never dealt with these things before, and the only person you can look to for advice has been in this region is the one who created it for you to be in. So ask God for help with those things that you just are indecisive about. God has been revealing a lot of people for who they are. Now that you've been alone on your journey for a little bit, you've grown at dividing your time and mastering the output of your feelings towards people. Some of y'all, God has been making you see things in the past. I know for me, I don't know if any of y'all might relate to this, but God has been showing me scenarios in the past that I was okay with before that I'm just not okay with now. And I don't know if that's from the maturity or if it's from me just not being in the same mind state as how I was before. There's a lot of selfish things that, I've done in the past, and I look back at them now and I wouldn't play that scene the same again in my life if I had another, opportunity to. But that's really what God is here to show you. A lot of y'all, God might be showing y'all where y'all was at the beginning of this season last time. And he might be showing you where you went wrong or where you went left or what you could have done better. But it's really all about you just sticking forward and seeing what you got to correct about yourself. You've probably been working to get yourself back to the point of square one. A lot of y'all was like below, like 6 feet below, and y'all was crawling yourself back up just to ground zero. Now y'all back at ground zero and you're like, okay, damn, now I can actually go up. The whole time you was like in the negative, fighting to get to the positive, finally get to the positive, and it's like, all right, how can I plus the positive now? And God has been showing you new strategies, new activities to envelop yourself in, new things to invest in, maybe even new career paths. God has just been showing his abundance. And as well for the people that, haven't been around you, there's a fact that they wondering what you up to and the things that you got going on. especially if, you know, you ain't really been giving people too much to think about. Too much to talk about. All they could do is really, you know, have their ideas and think about what you got going on. But one thing's for sure and two things for certain, that these people definitely got you on your mind. You ain't been on the scene. Some of y'all have been on the scene, but y'all just been moving different. And don't think nobody's noticed. People notice that. And the aura that you walk around with is just different. It's going to keep and remain different. I read something in Corinthians the other day, and it says, bridle your mouth when you're around the enemy, and just watch what you say when you're around certain people, because everybody's listening. It's like you don't really know who has good intentions and who has bad. Always be on your A game. You don't know who's watching, you know, whether it's at your job, in the public. Just move with integrity and move with the righteousness of Christ, and just keep being militant and standing on your boundaries and presenting yourself the way that God sees you fit. This isn't a world that we should be, you know, trying to live for and everything else. So live for God and move in this world. There's new things, new tasks, and opportunities that God is about to put into your hands, and He needs to, if you haven't already shown it, He needs to know that these things are in good hands. But I just wanted to come back with a quick little word. I'm gonna definitely start getting back into reading the word on here, opening up my Bible. But I just wanted to come to y'all with a quick word and rejuvenate your spirits. But in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, y'all have a wonderful, highly favored, and blessed day.